back here with you, High Noon Leatherworks, for another leather adventure. So today we're going to continue on the ammo bag, and today we're going to put in our antler clasp that holds the bag closed. So we'll put in a strap to hold the antler with some rivets, and then we'll take our antler and we'll position it and tie it on so we can close our bag up. So come on in and let's get started. Alright, so we have our bag. The last episode we got our lacing in, got our three-tone color scheme going on here. We had the hole in the bag part, the dark brown part, for our closure. I did punch the two holes for the rivets for our strap. That's going to hold our antler closure. So we'll go ahead and take a couple of pieces of wood here, slide it inside the bag so that we can have something solid to set our rivets on. Set our riveter, get our mallet, and I'm going to actually put a rivet on that rivet setter on the back part, put it up in there, and then when I push that down, I know my rivet setter's in the right position. Put my strap on, put the back of my rivet, make sure it goes over the other part of the rivet, take my rivet setter, I like to give it 3 good whacks. Pull my backer out, put my other rivet on there, and I'll slide it under the bag, get it lined up just like I did the other side so that it pushed down on the bag and the rivet pokes through. Put my strap on, put the back of the rivet, get my rivet setter, pull that out. So there's my rivet tools. Slide those back in the tool holder. Put my mallet up, pull out my wood. And there's my strap. So when we close this, it's going to close pretty tight. My strap will go through my opening that I cut, and then I picked out an antler that had a little kicker here so that when that goes through and I push that down, that kicker holds. It's not going to follow all the way through. Now you can set this up either way, where the antler pushes out or pushes in toward the bag. I'm going to have it set up where it pushes out because I don't want it scarring the bag over and over and over. But once you put that in there, that's going to keep that bag locked. So the next thing we need to do is figure out, we've got some more lace here, and I've got a hole drilled in my antler, and all I did was cut that antler off, hand sand the edges of it, and drilled a hole in it for my lace. So we'll pull that out, put the lace through the antler,
tie that off. I think I'm going to tie it off on the side toward the kicker. And I'm just going to tie a granny knot. And then I'm going to grab those small needle nose that I always talk about, and I'm going to keep working that knot down on that antler until it's nice and tight. I just keep pulling on that until it's good and tight. Now that's not going anywhere. So the next step, once we have that tied on there, is where are we going to anchor this lace to hold? Because when we pull our antler out, we want to be able to just drop it and it not go anywhere. You know, we don't want to lose it. We don't have to bend over and pick it up every time. So we need to anchor it somewhere on the bag. And I'm thinking it'd be nice if we could anchor it actually inside the bag. I'm not sure. My lacing may be so tight that I can't get that in there, but I'll try taking my scribe and pushing that to see if I can actually fit that lace in between a couple of those stitches there where I use that lace to sew up that bag. And what that'll do, and I did get it in there, so I'll pull that through there, and what that does is it makes real nice hidden. There's no knot, no anything. So what I need to do is double check, close the bag, and this bag will soften up the more I use it, and then put my antler in there as my closure to make sure that I have plenty of my lace to open and close the bag. You want to make sure you give yourself plenty. And then when you pull that out, here's your closure, and you reach down and grab that kicker, pull that right out, and then you can just drop it. You don't have to worry about putting it in your pocket or anything. You can just drop it. It's just going to hang there. Then when you get ready to close your bag back, slide it right back in there. So the next step, pull that out, open the bag back up, and we have to go inside where we pulled that lace through, open this bag up, and tie a knot in there. So I'm going to hold my fingers, squeeze that right where it came through the inside the bag, so I know exactly where to tie my knot. Tie my knot good and tight. Take my scissors, cut that lace off. I'm going to leave about 1/4 inch on my knot, and then I'll pull that lace back through till my knot catches. Now I can close my bag back, take my antler, and use it as my closure. So nice, sharp, clean. Notice I did the closure loop in saddle tan to match the sides. I used the same color lace to do the antler that I did the stitching. So it's a sharp looking ammo bag.
So that's it for this episode. Got our antler closure in, looks sharp. We've got the closure hanger in, so it's going to be stable. You're not going to lose your closure or have to bend over and pick it up. Worry about putting it in your pocket. It's always going to be on the bag. When you come back for the next episode, we'll put on a strap and we'll wrap this project up. So come on back and check us out next time for the conclusion of this project. And as I always say, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.